home from a crazy day of book shopping. We had to go to Target to see what new books they had. And then across the street, Half Price Books is right over there. And then a little farther down, Goodwill is there too. So we also had to do some book thrifting. We also got some book mail in today. So we are going to have a good haul for you guys today.
The first place we went to is Target. So we will go ahead and start with the Target books. These are pretty much the newer releases anyway. I had to pick this up regardless of things that I've said in the past, okay? This recently came out and it is If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. This is the companion novel to If He Had Been With Me by Laura Nolan, which took over a couple years ago. We both read that book. It was absolutely amazing, but it's also devastating. It's a YA contemporary love story, but it will definitely have you crying at the end. So after I finished that book, regardless of giving it 5 stars, I had told you guys I was not going to get this book when it came out because I didn't want to go through all of the emotions again. This is basically the same story, but in Finn's point of view, and I just thought it was going to be too devastating for me to read, but then it dropped and I decided, you know what, I would love to go back to this world and these characters, so I decided to pick it up today. I don't know when I'm going to read this because I know I'm going to have to mentally prepare before I get myself into it, but I had to own it because I absolutely loved If He Had Been With Me. I know this is going to have some amazing quotes. I remember loving the writing, and I think it's going to feel nostalgic going back to this story, so I had to get it. It was the first one I picked up. Let me know if you have read it already and your thoughts on it. I'm so excited to read it, but I know I'm gonna be sad.
I had to pick up A Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Everybody is talking about this, and you guys, I'm so scared because I know this is her debut fantasy, and it's just, I'm either gonna love it or I'm gonna hate it. Hopefully I love it. I know this is one of our most anticipated reads for this year. A vampire bride and an alpha werewolf form a dangerous alliance in this enthralling new paranormal romance.
It's gonna be good.
It has to be good. I did read The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood and I absolutely loved it. But then once she started putting out more romances that were kind of like a STEM romance, I kind of lost interest. A lot of times I didn't know what was being said to me. So I'm really interested to see what her take is going to be on a fantasy like this. If you guys have read it, please let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if you loved it. Let me know if you hated it. I'm very interested to see how I feel about this.
I'm excited for that book too. The only reason I didn't get it is because I want hardcover, and I don't know if she released that yet, but I am waiting for it. The next book I decided to pick up is my first Mia Sheridan book, and it is Becoming Colder. I know this book came out years ago, but she decided to re-release and it was picked up by Bloom, so I decided to pick it up. It says, the light of love has always found its way even into the darkest of places, from the beginning of time to the end of the world. Okay, quote. It says, there's a place in today's America with no electricity, no plumbing, and no modern conveniences. In this place, there's no room for dreams, no space for self-expression, and no tolerance for ambition. In the community of Acadia lives a boy named Calder with the body of a god and the heart of a warrior. That goes crazy. He serves his family with faith and honor, but he dares to dream of more, especially when an angel-faced girl his age is brought to the community. To Acadia, Eden is obedient perfection, prophesies to lead them into an eternal peace, but to Calder, even at first glance, she is so much more. Calder and Eden were never meant to be friends, certainly never meant to fall in love. In Acadia, they can never be together, but Acadia is all that they know. Notice every time I say that word, I'm changing the way I pronounce it because I don't know how to say it. If they want any chance at a future, they must risk everything to choose between the life they were taught to live and the dreams their hearts want to follow. Okay, so this will be a forbidden love. I think it sounds so juicy. I also have heard amazing things about this author, and I'm excited to finally get into her writing.
I had to pick up Flawless by Elsie Silver. All the book girlies are talking about this series. I'm a little bit late on it, but that's okay. I think I was just waiting for the special covers to be back in stock, and I never saw them back in stock, but it's fine. Because actually, we didn't even mention Target was having a buy one, get one 50% off sale. That's what started this whole thing. We didn't even mention it. I think I've also been a little bit scared because I know this is like a cowboy romance. I don't think I've read anything like that, but I do love the series Yellowstone, and I do like small town romances, so what's not to like? I like the front says, she says this means nothing, but I say this means everything. The back says the rules were simple. Keep his hands off his agent's daughter and stay out of trouble. But now he's stuck with her and there's only one bed, and well, rules are made to be broken.
Agent's daughter is insane.
Brett Eaton is the face of professional bull riding. The golden boy, or at least he was until it all blew up in his face after a public brawl. Now his agent says he has to clean up his image and sticks Rhett with his ball-busting daughter for the rest of the season as full-time supervision. He's got a whole babysitter.
Wow.
This is it's like single dad, but there's no dad. You're the child, you know?
But you're the kid.
But you're the kid, actually. It says, but Red doesn't need a freaking babysitter, especially one with skin-tight jeans, a sexy smirk, and a mouth she can't stop running, a mouth he can't stop thinking about. I'm so excited. I think that sounds so good. Not to bring up Liz Tomford again, but her romance series has been my favorite, and I don't think I've read anything like it. I don't think I've connected to a romance book more than her books, so I'm hoping this will be another one that I just can't stop thinking about, and I have to buy all of the books in the series, so we'll see.
I decided to get a book that you guys have been waiting for us to read. We've heard non-stop amazing things about it. It is a YA romance, and you guys probably already know what it is. It's Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. I don't know how we haven't read this book yet. I truly don't know how, because everyone raves about it. I know there's like a sequel coming out sometime during the summer, but this is like a staple rom-com in the bookish community, and we're really late to it. That's alright though. Better late than never. It says Liz has always known that Wes was not boyfriend material. You would think that her next door neighbor would be a prime candidate for her romantic comedy fantasies, but Wes has only proven himself to be a pain in the butt ever since they were little. Let's pause right here. I am obsessed with the trope that's like, we've known each other forever. It's basically friends to lovers, but next door neighbor, so they've grown up together. That is one of my favorite tropes of all time, and I feel like I only really see that in YA romances. I don't know why. Flash forward 10 years to Liz's senior year. Liz's forever crush Michael just moved back into town, and he's hitting it off with Wes, meaning that if Liz wants Michael to finally notice her and hopefully be her prom date, she needs Wes's help. This is another great YA trope, where it's like, help me get this guy, and as he's helping her, she's gonna fall for him.
Of course.
I'm gonna eat this up. You guys, I'm so excited. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I know a lot of you guys were waiting for us to read it, so it's finally that time. I can't wait.
So those were the books that we got from Target, and we of course had to get a book from half price. So the one that I got is Genuine Fraud by E. Lockhart. E. Lockhart is the author that wrote We Were Liars. That was like the book that kickstarted this whole reading journey for me. So I'm really interested in reading another YA mystery by this author. We just read the inside summary, but it was kind of chaotic, so we pulled up the Goodreads one. It says this is a new psychological suspense novel, the story of a young woman whose diabolical smarts are her ticket into a charmed life. But how many times can someone reinvent themselves? That sounds good. I really enjoyed We Were Liars. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I really did, so I'm ready to read something else by this author.
From half price, I picked up a book that Amanda just recently read, but she really liked, and it is Tell Me Three Things by Julie Buxbaum. It's another YA contemporary, isn't it? You guys know how much I love YA. So it says everything about Jessie's life is wrong. Just when she's thinking about heading back to Chicago, she gets an anonymous email from someone offering to help her navigate the wilds of Wood Valley High School. In a leap of faith or act of complete desperation, Jessie begins to rely on this person as her lifeline and closest ally. Jessie can't help wanting to meet them in person, but are some mysteries better left unsolved. This sounds so cute. I love an anonymous person that you're like pen paling.
Yes, it's so much fun.
It sounds really cute though. That was everything we got from half price. Now we have a couple things that we got from Goodwill.
We did find The Island of Missing Trees by Alif Shafik. Sorry if I said that name wrong. But I've been seeing this so much, especially in the beginning of our reading journey. I think I always see it on BookOutlet and then I just never get it. But it was at Goodwill, so I had to pick it up. The bottom says it's a moving, beautifully written, and delicately constructed story of love, division, transcendence, history, and eco-consciousness. This is just one I've seen for so long, so I'm glad we own it now.
I was actually so excited to see this book because I've been wanting it forever, especially since I read Coraline recently. But Neil Gaiman's The Graveyard book was there, and it looks like it's perfect condition. I don't actually know what the story is about, but I absolutely loved my experience with reading Coraline. So it says that the story is about a boy who lives in a graveyard. He's raised and educated by ghosts, and he has a guardian who belongs to neither the world of the living nor the dead. Beloved master storyteller Neil Gaiman returns with a luminous new novel for the audience that embraced his best-time seller, Coraline. Magical, terrifying, and filled with breathtaking adventures, The Graveyard book is sure to enthrall readers of all ages, and that's what I'm hoping for. I'm so excited for this, you guys. This was a good one to find there. It even has this little sticker that says John Newbery Medal. Don't know what that means, but it's an award, so I'm excited.
The last one we found is A Deal with the Elf King by Elise Kova. Look at this cover.
I love, that's one of my favorite covers of all time.
It says the elves come for two things, war and wives. In both cases, they come for death. 3,000 years ago, humans were hunted by powerful races with wild magic until the treaty was formed. Now, for centuries, the elves have taken a young woman from Luella's village to be their human queen.
That's the deal? Every year they take a woman?
That's kind of wild. To be chosen is seen as a mark of death by the townsfolk. Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
that.
that's a mark of death in general.
A mark 19-year-old Luella is grateful to have escaped as a girl. Instead, she's dedicated her life to studying herbology and becoming the town's only healer. That is until the elf king unexpectedly arrives for her.
So not only is this town losing the only healer,
but now she's marked as dead. That sounds crazy. I mean, the cover is beautiful. We had to pick it up. Now it's time to open our book mail. We actually got sent another Aardvark box, which is so exciting.
We had such a great time opening our first boxes from them, so I have been waiting to open this on camera. Ardvark Book Club is another book subscription box similar to Book of the Month. You can sign up and then you get a book box sent to you every month.
I love that they already know our genres now.
They know our genres, they have it in their system, so I know whatever they chose, I'm gonna love. We're gonna go ahead and open them at the same time. You guys, the boxes themselves are gorgeous. It says think inside the box again. Oh, they had a January member scavenger challenge. We should have opened this as soon as we got it. We have been holding on to it for a couple weeks. It says we challenge you to build a stack of books that checks off all of the criteria below. Take a picture and tag us on Instagram. I love things that have little challenges like that.
So cute. So they sent us each 3 books, which is so exciting. The first one I have here is This Bird Has Flown by Susanna Hoffs.
That's cute.
This covers everything. Oh my gosh. It says, a delightfully funny and romantic debut novel from Susanna Hoffs, celebrated performer and co-founder of the Bangles. What? Jane Starr is 33, broke, and recently single. 10 years ago, she had a hit song written by the world-famous superstar Jonesy, but Jane hasn't had a breakout since. Now she's living out of her 4 garbage bags at her parents' house, reduced to performing to karaoke tracks in Las Vegas. Rock bottom.
Oh my god, that's sad.
But when her longtime manager, Pippa, sends Jane to London to work on a new album, she's seated next to an intriguing stranger on the flight. Jane is instantly smitten and soon truly inspired. But it's not Jane's past alone that haunts her second chance at stardom and at love. Is Tom all he seems, and can Jane emerge from the shadow of Jonesy's earlier hits and into the light of her own?
Okay.
I think that sounds really cute. I like this.
So my first book is What Waits in the Woods by Terry Parlato, and you guys, this is what we're talking about. They have the Aardvark logo somewhere incorporated on the cover. That's so much fun. I haven't heard of this book. It says a riveting thriller from a new master of suspense. When Esme Foster left the Boston suburbs to become a professional ballerina, the future shimmered with promise. 11 years later, her career has been derailed by an injury, and Esme knows it's time to come back to the Grey Bridge to help her brother care for their ailing father. Her return coincides with an unthinkable crime. Cara, one of Esme's high school friends, is found dead in the woods behind the Fosters' house. Esme is shocked and grieving, but also uneasy. In her dream, she still sees the man who showed up at the scene of a car that... Whoa! In her dream, she still sees a man who showed up at the scene of the car accident that killed her mother and told Esme he was gonna kill her too.
Oh my
Hey man, listen. If there was a car accident that killed my mother, a man telling me he's gonna kill me too, I'm not coming back to my hometown. I'm not moving back under any circumstances. Sorry, Dad. This sounds insane. Insane, but I'm so excited to read. I've been looking for good mystery thrillers. You guys know I've been reading a lot that I really loved. So I'm hoping this is going to be another one. It sounds amazing, and I love how dark the cover is.
My next one is Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Lord. It says a mystery by Celeste Connolly. Look how gorgeous
That's
this
cute.
is. This needs to be displayed on my shelves is how gorgeous this is. It says Bridgerton meets Agatha Christie, this dazzling first entry in a captivating new mystery series with a feminist spin. It says London 1815, Lady Petra has made a shocking proclamation. After losing her beloved fiancé in an accident 3 years earlier, she announces in front of London's loosest lips that she will never marry. A woman of independent means and rather independent ways, Petra sees no reason to cede her wealth and freedom to any man now that the love of her life is gone.
True!
You're so right, Lady Petra. Instead, she plans to continue enjoying the best of society without any expectations. But when a ballroom gossip suggests that a longtime friend has died of a fit due to her melancholia while in the care of a questionable physician, Petra vows to use her status to dig deeper, uncovering a private asylum where men pay to have their wives and daughters locked away or worse.
Oh my god.
That's wild.
This is why I couldn't have lived back in the day.
Could you imagine?
No! That sounds good though. It's
It does
another
sound
like
good.
historical romance, but also has a mystery.
And she's gonna get down to the bottom of this.
That's crazy.
I love this.
I snuck a peek and I have to do this one next because the cover is quite literally one of the best ones I've ever seen. It says Where You End by Abbott Collar. Look at this cover, you guys. Come on. Something about that is calling to me. It says a perfectly paced addictive thriller with a vicious twist. I need something like that. So it says from best-selling nonfiction author Abbott Collar comes a spellbinding fiction debut inspired by true events. When 22-year-old Cat Bird wakes up from a coma, she sees her mirror image, Jude, her twin sister. Cat remembers nothing except Jude's face and name. As Cat tries to relearn her history and identity, she trusts Jude will provide all of the answers. But as the months progress, Cat begins to fear that maybe Jude has been lying to her. If her twin sister had something to do with why she's in a coma, I am going to scream. How could you do that? How could you do that?
That's why there's this little mask.
Oh my god!
And they're like twins.
Where you end and like where I begin type of deal? Come on. This one sounds amazing. Let me know if you've read this. I want to kind of check out some reviews to see what they say. It sounds so good.
And the last one I have is The Fake Mate by Lana Ferguson. Another cute cover. They go crazy with these covers.
All of the covers are always gorgeous.
Like, look how hot these characters are. When love is a whole different animal.
Girl, no!
Is he like a werewolf or something? I can't.
They have paw prints leading up to him. If she falls in love with a dog,
Two wolf shifters agree to be fake mates but unexpectedly find something real in the steamy paranormal romantic comedy. When the fake mate act turns into a very real friends with benefits arrangement, lines start to blur and they quickly realize love is a whole different kind of animal. This sounds really good.
it was scaring me at the beginning.
I know, me
But
too.
knowing it's supernatural, I could get into that. My last one in here is called The Fiction Writer by Jillian Cantor. Finally, a Jillian that spells their name with a J. You guys know how often I butcher that name. It says the once rising literary star Olivia Fitzgerald is down on her luck. Her most recent novel was a flop and now she's battling with a bad case of writer's block. When her agent calls with a high-paying ghostwriting opportunity, Olivia is all too willing to sign the NDA. All she has to do is interview Henry Ash Asherwood, the reclusive mega-billionaire twice named People's Sexiest Man Alive, who wants her to write a book about his late grandmother. But when Olivia arrives at his Malibu estate, nothing is as it seems. The more Olivia digs into Ash's family history, the more questions she has. Before long, she's caught in a tangled web of obsession, marital secrets, and stolen manuscripts. Another one with a really amazing cover as well. I'm excited for all of these, you guys. Just look at the spines. For aesthetic purposes, they always get us right.
Correct.
Correct.
If you guys are interested in getting your first book from Aardvark and joining the club, we do have a referral code that will get you your first book for $4 with free shipping.
This promotion is only for the US as of now, but highly recommend if you've been thinking about it. Every time that we've got a box from them, we've absolutely loved it. So let us know in the comments if you end up signing up with them and what books you choose. Thank you so much, Aardvark, for sending us our second boxes. Overall, it's been a fantastic day of book shopping. We have so many new books and perfect timing for whenever we reorganize our bookshelves.
That's pretty much it for today's video. Make sure to join our Literal Besties book club if you haven't already. We are currently reading Butcher and Blackbird. The link for that will be in the description.
We also have all of our social media links in the description, so make sure to check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys next time. There's like lip gloss in my mouth. Okay,
But I do love the series Yellowstone, and I do like small town romances, so what's not to like? We're from Texas. I mean,
we're basically cowmen. Cowmen?
cowmen.
Cowgirls.
We're basically cowmen. Oh, is this a little Aardvark symbol?
Wait, do they?
Yours does too?
They do that with all the books. Shut up.
Wow.
Do they do that?
That's so cute. Yeah, this one's here.
Hey, that's everything.
Wow, I love that. Okay, let's read.
I've always wondered what happens to people who have one-hit wonders.
Right?
Or who are
It
one-hit.
reminds me of that one Phineas and Ferb episode. Do you remember that?
No, go off.
I think their mom had a one-hit wonder.
Or was a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, she was a one-hit wonder.
I don't remember that. What song did she have?
I don't know. Skitchy, gitchy, yeah, yeah. Is that it?
That's a full.
No, maybe that's
That's a full Christina Aguilera song. That's not Phineas and Ferb.
That's